everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is the moment you've all been waiting for. Probably not, but I've been waiting for it because I've been trying to piece this thing together in a way that I am gonna love it. And I did jump the gun a little bit, and I did it before, like well before 2021. But now the flip through that I'm gonna do, I guess it's close enough to the end of the year. And this is pretty much what my setup is gonna be starting in 2021. So my agenda is the personal size black quilted agenda from Cloth and Paper. I absolutely love it. It is so soft feeling. It's rigid in the sense that it doesn't like necessarily lay flat, but the quilting is very soft and lovely, and it's just beautiful. So on here I just have the Cloth and Paper and Ollie Clip collab on the outside here just for some decoration. So here we go on the inside, and I'm gonna do my very best to try to remember where everything came from. So in the pockets here, you have 6 pockets on the inside flap here. Now, what I did, you'll notice some pieces of paper here. What I did was I took some scrapbook paper that I had and cut it down that sort of matches the aesthetic on the inside that I was going for. Cut it down and put it in the pockets for a little bit of background. This card right here came in my most recent order from Queen City Designs Co. that says "You are always enough," and I just have it kind of tucked right there. This card right here is from Queen City Designs Co. It is just her business card, and I like the flowers on it. It sort of fits the aesthetic, so I put it in here as well. This card right here is from Sequins and Paper, and I just cut down a piece of scrapbook paper again to match the aesthetic so that you could see the white lettering on the clear card, and I have it tucked in this pocket. This card right here is from Cloth and Paper. It came in one of my orders that says, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse," and that's by Florence Nightingale. And I just have a little black Ollie clip kind of tucked onto that card in case I want to use it. This right here is from Sequins and Paper. It says, "Toss your hair in a bun, drink some coffee, put on some gangster rap, and handle it." And I love it. So on the inside here, this is one from one of the Simply Gilded boxes. And I have it in here like in the back. That's what I was gonna have in here, just in that pocket. I cut down the box just so it would peek out on the edge there. But then I got this in my Villa Beautiful order and absolutely loved it, so I tucked it in there as well so you could see some of the color from that card peeking out. All right, so we go to my actual setup over here on the rings. Again, this is the Cloth and Paper agenda. It has these beautiful black matte rings that I absolutely love. So on the front here, we have a planner card that says, "Don't touch my planner." I just have it clipped onto here. Now, this vellum was a printable from Dash of Plans. I'm sure you all know Holly. And she had this as a freebie, so I took advantage of that and printed it out on some vellum, and I absolutely love it. And I have it attached to this dashboard that I made on Canva of me and my husband, and I just have that vellum overlaid on the top of that. All right, so that's the first page that you come to in my planner. So over here, I did have the Cloth and Paper inbox dashboard that came in the subscription box over here, but it was just too thick, so I took it out. And I honestly don't even know if I want to use an inbox in my planner. I don't know. So right now I just have the sheets that came in the box overlaid with a piece of this vellum, and this is from, the vellum was a printable from Lucy Plans Life, and my vellum I purchased from Michael's. It's very thin vellum, which is nice in these planners because it doesn't add a lot of bulk. Okay, so then we have this Living Simply dashboard, and this is from Tool and Twine, and I love it. It really fits the aesthetic of my planner nicely. I consider this to be a minimalist setup. It may not be as minimal as some, but for me, I consider this very minimal in terms of the colors being very neutral, and then just the amount of, I have a lot of decoration, but whatever. So then we turn to this page here. I have this handle shed card from Queen City Designs Co. It came in my order, along with a piece of scrapbook paper, again, that I cut out just to have a little bit of layering. And it would not be a planner of mine if I did not have my beautiful cat in my planner. So the first section is the monthly section. I'm not sure what I want to do with this dashboard, but this is from Cloth and Paper. It's the digital declutter dashboard. So I like, from the Happy Planner, the currently pages that they have in some of the planners. So I made my own currently page. I subscribed to a month of Plannify Pro, and I made this on Plannify Pro. And basically I just have the month, my top 3 priorities, important dates, and what I'm currently reading, watching, listening, feeling, planning, loving, eating, and dreaming. So I love that. And then my November and December monthlies are from Infinite Lotus. And I have already decorated both November and December. So what I did here is I took the Filofax rulers that are in the Filofax planners, and I just gave it a little decoration on the top and the bottom to cover it where it says today with some Simply Gilded washi. And then going into December, I have the same thing again, a little currently page. And there's my December. So for 2021, I'm using the Cloth and Paper monthly inserts. And so I just have the first page here. I might dress this up a little bit more closer to 2021. I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to do. And then I have the This Planner Belongs To, along with the Year at a Glance. Okay, so these right here came from, I have a little list of where all of my stuff came from. Okay, these came from the Neutral Planner on Etsy. So I purchased the digital download, and it came with all 12 months, and they are absolutely beautiful. I needed a cover page. Because I'm using that currently page, I don't think I'm going to be using this page from Cloth and Paper. So this is just too much info for me on the front page. So then these are what the Cloth and Paper monthly inserts look like for the personal. The Infinite Lotus ones did not have a line around the boxes, and that really bugged me. I need that definition of space to know how big I can write. So yeah. All right, so that is my monthly that I have in there. I just have the 3 months in there as of now. So whenever December is over, I will have January, February, and March in there. I'm going to keep 3 months at a time of my monthlies. So this contentment dashboard is also from Dash of Plans. And so I took advantage of that freebie, printed it out on some vellum, and overlaid it with this. And these are from, these are from the GPS Studio on Etsy. And I will try my best to link everything down below. So these were printables. I love the abstract design. I also have some abstract ones coming from Tool and Twine, and I can't wait to get those. I just love it, and the color matches really well with what I was going for. So I just have the contentment dashboard overlaid onto that. The adhesive pocket is from Sort Stuff Out. And this card right here is from Cloth and Paper that says, "May your streets be paved with gold." And then we move into this is actually, I don't think I'm going to be using dailies anymore. I haven't 100% decided. I'm probably going to be using a week on 4 page starting in January. And there's something flying around in my filming space. Okay, so it's marked daily, but I don't want to change it now. So now what I have is also, this is from some scrapbook paper. It says "Collect Moments, Not Things." I just cut that out and clip that in here. So I have this dashboard again from Dash of Plans that says "You Are Enough." And I printed it out on some vellum and laid it over another one of the abstract dashboards from GPS Studio, I think is what I said. And then I just clipped this card onto it for some extra decoration. All right, so then this right here, this dots right here is from Lucy Plans Life. It was a printable. Again, just printed it on some vellum. And this dashboard right here, "Appreciate What They Have, Adore What You Own." And this is also from Dash of Plans. It was a printable that I purchased in her Etsy shop. This is a trigger list, just a list of things to remind me of things that I might want to put in my planner. And then we move into my actual weekly planning. So I've been using for the last couple of weeks these inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. I will show you a blank one. And I really love them. There's just not enough space. So I ordered from So Much Crafting a week on 4 pages, which I think is going to be my happy medium between the daily and this weekly. This is some vellum that I purchased at Michael. It's sort of like just a florally kind of vellum. And I put it over this dashboard from Tool and Twine. And this is Living Positively. And then we go into my health section. So all of my dividers are from Queen City Designs Co. And with this, again, I just took a piece of scrapbook paper and layered this minimalism card from, I think this is from Infinite Lotus, just to give it a little bit of definition against the white background. So in my health section, I have, this is from Lights Planner Action. It was a printable I purchased, and it has 11 weeks of spreads in there, and then when you're done, you can just print out another 11 weeks. I love printables now. I don't know why I ever tried to do this without printables. The only thing in my planner that was purchased, printed and shipped is my cloth and paper monthlies. So let me show you a blank one because I don't want to show you all my stuff on here. So basically, this is what you get in here. It is a 4-page weekly spread. And what I do is I track my daily steps, my Apple Watch rings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, water tracker. Now, these come pretty much blank. I think this says goals, but I covered up and I put in morning routine. I love to track stuff. Like, I mean, this is just all stuff that you normally do, just like adulting stuff, but I love to put a little tick mark in a box. It just makes me feel good. So that's why I keep track of morning routine. Then, and this is just a blank dot grid square. I put midweek thoughts in here, how I'm feeling about things that I've ate, how I'm feeling like health-wise, and just different things like that. So then these 2 pages are Thursday through Sunday. Now, over here, I put a habit tracker. Now, some of these kind of cross over from morning routine. It's not a foolproof setup yet. I'm still figuring out exactly how I want to use these right here. But I made this a habit tracker. And then again, you have the last 4 days of the week. And in this blank dot grid box, I put weekly reflection. So I can just write down some general thoughts about the week. All right, so the last page of this is from Peanuts Planner Co. I have a weight log to keep track of weight loss, weight gain, hopefully not weight gain, but, and then I just put it in the very back of the thing from Lights Planner Action. I love it because the florally, like leafy thing is kind of matches some of the other aesthetic in the planner as well. So the next thing we have is self-care, which to me is different than health. So moving into this section, I have this, it was a printable from Dash of Plans that I purchased in her Etsy shop. And I printed it on vellum because I thought it would look really good layered over this gratitude dashboard from Lucy Plans Life. And it really actually does. It just has some things to be grateful for. Waking up this morning, family, health, food, home, money, safety, and time. And I love it. Okay, so here I have another piece of the vellum that I purchased at Michael's, which is like the florally vellum. And then this right here is also from Dash of Plans, and I purchased it in her Etsy shop. This is the 4 seasons menstrual cycle, and it's so fascinating to me because I've never thought of it in these terms, and I've been doing a little bit of research on it, and I actually want to start tracking this. So I purchased from Lucy Plans Life. I got this idea from Dash of Plans Holly as well to use this period tracker. I'm not sure. I don't think that I'm going to be using it the same way that she said she was going to be using hers, but I'm going to have to think about that. So I have this in this section as well. And this is really like more health related, but also I kind of consider it self-care because, yeah, so we're going to go with it. Then I also have this self-care dashboard from Lucy Plans Life. If you haven't seen any of her stuff, like she has really amazing dashboards in her shop. And it just gives you a little definition of self-care and that it has to be an active choice and intentionally planned. And on the back, it gives you some self-care ideas. So I really love that. All right, and this next section of my self-care is life lessons to make habits. And this is from EO Edits. And I just highlighted some of the things that are important to me. I mean, they're all important, but just things that I want to specifically concentrate on. So I have this. It's a 3-page or 2-page front and back little insert. And then my next section is meal plan. Right now, all I have in here is I purchased this printable from, I can't remember. I think that it is from Simple and Trendy Co. But where I write my grocery list out. So I used the front for one. We buy every 2 weeks. So this is like a 2-week thing. This is, you know, whatever. And then I just put a sticky note of the meals that we have on hand for that particular week. And these are just some meal ideas. And this notes page is from Infinite Lotus. All right, so then now I just have another piece of the florally vellum from Michaels. This Living Grateful dashboard from Tool & Twine Co. And then we move on into finance. And I'm pretty sure that I covered up all my stuff. Okay, so on this Infinite Lotus note page, I just have some important information about my banking account that, of course, I have covered up. And then we have a checkbook register. Let me see if I can show you a blank one. Okay, that's what it looks like blank. And so, yeah, I really like having that in here. This is for my personal account. We have another type of setup that we use for our joint account. And I cannot remember where these came from. And I will try to remember to link them below. So the split payment tracker is from Studio L2E. This is a freebie on their site. And this is where I keep up with Afterpay. I try not to do too much on Afterpay unless it's like larger amounts, or if I really want something and I just don't have the full amount right away. And I usually end up paying it off early. I actually made my last payments already today. So, and then this is just a little tracker right here with some personal information on it. These I do... I'm not one to keep passwords in my planner, but there are some things that I just cannot remember the password for. So I do have a little sheet in here with a few on there. And of course, I've got it covered up. So then we move on to the personal section. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put in this section. I just felt like I needed a personal section. For right now, I have Christmas card information and like Christmas gift list ideas, things like that. And then on the front here, I just have another adhesive pocket from Sort Stuff Out, and this card from Tool & Twine that says, hey, you be perfect with everything that is unsolved in your heart today. And then I have this in case of emergency card from Sequins and Paper. And of course, there's information written on the back. So then we have just some note pages with some that I'm going to be doing for like Christmas cards. All right, so then this is another piece of the florally vellum from Michaels. And then the abstract, where did I say they were from? The GPS Studio on Etsy, and it says you are one of a kind. And then we move on into my list sections. So my list section contains online orders, and I just keep track of whether they have been shipped or delivered. There's also a key on here that you can mark if you had to return it or if you got refunded. And I cannot remember where these are from. I just purchased these. I think these are from Simple and Trendy Co. But I don't want to say that for sure. I don't know. But I just love them. I like them a lot more, honestly, than the ones I was using from Peanut Planner Co. because there's just a little bit more information over here. You can also put the dollar amount that you spent. Okay, so then the next list is a wish list tracker. These are just some things that I'll write down on here if I see something that I want, and then I can mark off if I have purchased it. And these are from Cloth and Paper. I do photography as a hobby, so I just put a sheet of note paper in here and just decorated a little bit to just write down some locations of places that I want to go and take photos at. All right, so then we have two different reading things in here. These are books that I want to read on this, and basically what I did is, this is from Peanut's Planner Co. I just cut off the edge just to have a list of the books. And then this is the reading log from Cloth and Paper, and I just these are the books that I'm actively reading, so I can chart my progress and then write like a little blurb about it in there. And I love these little these inserts. Okay, so the next thing is recommendations, and I don't know that I want to keep this in here because a lot of it seems like a little bit redundant, because we have like a to watch, which I'll show you in a minute. We have a to read, to listen, to make, to eat, to see, to go, to learn. I'm going to leave it in here for now, but I don't know if it will stay in here. And then we have the Marvel Universe in chronological order, because I'm trying to watch them in the universe chronological order, not the date that they were released order. Okay, and then, oh, that is just something that I typed out and made myself. So then we have a TV series tracker, and this is from Peanut's Planner Co. I am currently rewatching The West Wing. and I'm a little behind on tracking it. Same with Schitt's Creek. I'm a little bit behind in tracking it because I'm farther ahead than what it says on here. So that's what I'm watching right now, and I actually did complete The Crown Season 4. So then we have a movie log, which is also from Peanuts Planner Co. And then I have my Tombow brush marker swatches. These are the ones that I don't use them all most often, but most of the grays, and then like not this darker brown, but I use the majority of these except for like, I don't know, there's a few that I don't use. Like I don't use the, like I said, the dark brown. I don't use like 912. N45 is a little bit too dark, so are these top 3 right here. So it's mostly like these and then some of the more neutral colors over here. Then I have mild liner swatches. Honestly, I was just bored one day and decided to do a mild liner swatch. I don't know why, because it's pretty easy to tell like which mild liner you have in your hand. But I guess it's nice to see them on paper. I don't know. This was another freebie from Studio LTE. This is a page flag swatch. So I have my current page flags from Cloth and Paper swatched out here. And then we move into my notes section, and this is another piece of that. It was a printable from Lucy Plans Life of the leopard vellum that I just printed out on vellum rather, and have it layered over this Living Compassionately dashboard from Tool and Twine. And in the notes section, it is literally just blank note paper. I have some little half sheets from Cloth and Paper. These were A5 size half sheets that I just cut down to fit my personal. And then I have one sheet of big note paper from Cloth and Paper. I need to put some more in here. All right, and in the back here, we have a little, it's meant to hold cards. I just put some miscellaneous little stickers in here. This plastic thing is from Caffeine and Paper Co. And I just have some of the little tiny dots from Twin 16 and some neutral stickers from Sort Stuff Out. And then in the back here, I just have my page lifter, which I purchased from Toy and Hun. And then I have the Heavy as the Head That Wears the Crown back here from Cloth and Paper. And then just a few sticky notes also from Cloth and Paper. All right, and then in the very back pocket, I have, ooh, it's dusty. The Inbox Zero card from Cloth and Paper. Don't know why I stuck it back here, but I rarely ever go into it. And then this is just a couple of appointment cards from Cloth and Paper. Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are from Infinite Lotus. Sorry. Because you never know. All right, and then the final thing in my planner is this pin, and of course this is a pin from Villa Beautiful, and I just think that it matches perfectly with the aesthetic that I've got going on. So that is my personal rings setup. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. I am absolutely in love with it. I like the little touches of pink here and there, but it's mostly like this, like I guess it's taupe or whatever, like taupe color and browns and blacks, and I love it. Well, I knew that I wouldn't be able to wait until 2021 to set it up, and I'm happy that I didn't wait because I just like using it the way it is, and it feels like a grown-up planner. Like, I mean, I know that I decorate like really cutesy and whatever on my weekly spreads, but it feels more like a grown-up planner. So there we have it. Like I said, let me know what you think about it in the comments. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up and also subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.